February 28th, 1971, afternoon, 10 minutes after 3. Two women are fighting with each other. Bring your camera over here. It's going to start.
kid with us about?
I mean, some guy came out with a machete and...
Yeah, but he was joking.
I know, but I didn't know.
But they were all joking. So we're really out of it.
Son of a bitch.
What?
He had his back turned. The guy walked up with an axe and just let him have it right in the back.
Sound reel 14, February 28th, 1971. Finished a wife beating sequence.
Did you get sync on that? Wife beating sequence, my foot.
Okay, what is it?
It was a club fight.
Okay, what was first?
Well, two women were in the garden, and one of them was seduced by her son. It was an incestuous relationship, and the others found out about it, and that's what started the fight.
No kidding.
About 3:30 in the afternoon.
No, about 3 it started. One guy was hit on the back from behind with an axe and just about knocked unconscious with the blow.
So this is just the beginning of lots more.
Oh, when you get a village this big, things like this are bound to happen.
Did you figure out how many there were in the village?
No, I haven't found them yet. There are over 200. Wait. What do you work with in the hospital? That's about the 10th person today that's asked me for my soap.
Tell him I'll give him my soap.
No, you won't give him your soap.
When I go home.
They're going to make damn sure we're going to leave in a hurry. We keep promising them everything when we go home.
Well, living in your village is tiresome.
Thought I was shitting you about the first people, huh?
The film opens as Sina Bimi is comforted by her sister. Her brother, Uua, is infuriated by the beating. He takes up his club and marches to the center of the village and publicly insults Mohesiwa. Mohesiwa comes out to fight. He thrashes wildly at Uua, who keeps his distance and then delivers a calculated blow with his larger club, hitting Mohesiwa on the forearm. Stunned and angered, Mohesiwa attacks as if to use his bow stave as a dangerous thrusting spear, and U'ua backs off, deflecting the blows with his club. Mohesiwa's younger brother, realizing that Mohesiwa has been injured, rushes out to repel U'ua until Mohesiwa can regain his advantage and take up a longer club. Their sister quickly brings Mohesiwa a more suitable club. The three men temporarily square off, staring at each other. Mohesiwa's mother approaches, takes the bow stave away, and reprimands U'ua. She comforts her son by stroking his injured arm, while Mohesiwa's sister continues to provoke the situation with vicious insults. A small crowd gathers, but the conflict stabilizes at a level where vituperous insults and hostile glares are passing back and forth between the principals of the fight. Mohesiwa quits the area. He leaves his younger brother to keep his assailant at bay and meet any new attack. The fight seems as though it were over at this point. However, Sinabimi's husband, Yoenakua, and his brother, Kebua, are not going to allow it to end, and they fetch their axes and machetes. Although it was Yoenakua's wife who was beaten by Mohesiwa, it is Kebua, his brother, who wants to settle the matter with his axe. Kebua attacks Mohesiwa, but Mohesiwa's kinswomen seize the axe handle and try to prevent him from striking. This diversion gives Mohesiwa enough time to seize the axe handle himself and struggle with Kebua until help from his male kinsman arrives. Since Yoenakua could not deliver a clean blow with his machete during this struggle without hitting his own brother, he tries to get behind Mohesiwa and attack him from that angle. Mohesiwa's kinsmen send the women to fetch axes and machetes, for the fight has now escalated. Mohesiwa's younger brother again comes to his aid, this time carrying a machete. He arrives just as Kebua manages to wrest his axe from Mohesiwa and strike him soundly on the leg with the blunt edge. Infuriated, Mohesiwa's brother discards his machete and takes up an axe. He attacks Kebua, delivering a series of crunching blows with the dull side of the axe. Nanokawa, the leader of the visiting faction, wearing green feathers on his upper arms, realizes that the fight is getting serious and steps in to try to prevent further injuries. He carries no weapon, relying on his well-deserved and often demonstrated authority. Mohesiwa's brother, after delivering several blows on Kebua's legs with the dull side of his axe, threatens to escalate the fight even further. He turns the sharp side of his axe upward and prepares to hit Kebua on the head. Alarmed by this new threat, a woman from Kebua's group seizes his axe handle, turns the sharp side back down, and drags him out of the fight. Kebua sees that his back is turned and rushes him from behind. He strikes a powerful overhead blow with his axe, the dull side forward, hitting Mohesiwa's brother squarely in the middle of the back. He instantly collapses to the ground and lies there motionless. The situation is now very tense, for it is not clear if the young man has been killed or is merely unconscious. Nanokawa, alarmed at this, quickly takes up a heavy club and wades aggressively into the throng. A partisan of Kebua's drives away a woman whose biting insults threaten to provoke the men to even greater violence. Other men, who had patiently refrained from getting into the fight until now, are enraged. They also take up their weapons and step into the fight. Mohesiwa's older agnates, men of his father's generation, form a protective ring around the injured youth as he lies on the ground and slowly regains consciousness. Two of Mohesiwa's fiercest agnatic relatives, men that he calls father, conspicuously place themselves between Kebua's group and the injured youth, trembling with constrained rage. Their presence and demeanor are sufficient to bring the fight to a standstill at this level. The participants revert to verbal insults and then gradually leave. Some of the women, dissatisfied with the outcome, continue to provoke the situation. They had fought among themselves in the garden, and they have scores of their own to settle. One of the female residents hurls insults at Mohesiwa's sister and the women of Nanokawa's group, women who were visitors in her village. This fight can be simplified and represented as a controversy between members of three lineages who are now living in two villages. The residents of Mishimishima-Buiteri are indicated by black lettering, and the visitors are indicated in red. Lineage 2 is the largest lineage in the village. The recent history of this lineage has been marked by a struggle between Nanokawa and Mu'awa. The problem was temporarily resolved several years ago when Nanokawa and his followers left the village, leaving Mu'awa the undisputed headman. However, Nanokawa and his followers still had many ties to the village. When Nanokawa's brothers-in-law, in lineage number 1, persuaded Nanokawa to rejoin the village, the old hostilities resurfaced. The club fight between U'uwa and Mohesiwa can be viewed as another expression of hostility between the supporters of Nanokawa and Mu'awa. When Yoinakua and his brother escalated the conflict to an axe fight, the situation worsened. Members of lineage number 2 were now being forced to divide their loyalties between two groups of affines, which emphasized an internal cleavage that already existed within their lineage. In order to prevent further conflict between his own lineage members, Mu'awa remained in his hammock throughout the fight. However, if the fight had escalated, or if any of his close relatives had been injured, he would have been compelled to fight. Then, Mu'awa's agnates would have been forced to support him or Nanokawa, and perhaps cause a fission in Mu'awa's village.